All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to this 45-minute yoga stretch. Emphasis on the stretch. I know that sometimes these classes kind of get like progressively more energizing. That's still true about this one. But I really built this class to be like very slow, very fluid, and really, really stretchy. So I hope you'll still feel a little more like energized and alert by the time we're done. But this is also a really great class that you'll be able to come back to on the days that you're just like feeling like the Tin Man when you woke up. So you'll need 2 blocks for practice. If you don't have 2 blocks, don't worry about it. Grab something that might help be supportive and some kneeling twists that we'll do. We're gonna start off on our backs in supported fish pose. If you don't have blocks, just lay down on your back with your legs in whatever way feels most comfortable. So if you like to follow along to the playlist, I am pressing play on it right now. And let's start to make our way into supported fish pose. So for that, you'll use 1 block. Your blocks are going to be set up like this. So your spine rests along this one, and then the top one's for your head. You can do this in whatever way feels best to you. Might be a little bit uncomfortable so early in the morning, but this shouldn't be painful. You can do whatever feels good with your legs. Just let your hips rest really heavy down towards the earth. Legs can go out long. Maybe bottoms of the feet on the floor with your knees knocked together. Maybe bottoms of the feet to touch, knees out wide. This is totally up to you. Give yourself a minute to settle in, let your body start to grow heavy. You might send your arms out towards the sides, starting to bring a little openness, a little length across the chest and the shoulders. Start to take some really slow, full breaths here. As you breathe in, feeling your back pressing against the blocks or the earth, feeling the rib cage inflate. And as you breathe out just as slowly, feeling the body soften and grow heavy and restful. Take a couple more like that, breathing in, filling the chest and lungs. And breathing out, letting go, softening tension. Keep breathing just like this on your own, as full and slow as feels good to you. My favorite thing about a morning practice is that, well, I guess some things could have already happened to make the day really hard, but in so many ways, this gets to be a fresh start. And through these 45 minutes, you get to set the tone for the way you want to feel the rest of the day. You're establishing a baseline of calmness, of groundedness. And it can help you notice throughout the day when you start to get a little activated, get a little frazzled and stressed. You can recognize how different that feels and choose to settle back into your body and breath, finding the same stillness again. Take one more big breath in here. And breathe out your mouth, let go. Go ahead, keep your body just as it is, but start to move your arms. If you're laying down flat on your back, you can make big snow angels with your arms. If you're laying on the blocks, your arms probably won't touch the ground. It's okay, but keep your elbows bent. Start to just bring some big movements here to the arms. So just noticing how this feels through the back, through the shoulders, through the chest. And keep your breath going really steady here as you reach up towards the tippy top. You're breathing in. And as you let your elbows, your hands come back towards your hips, you're breathing out. Take 4 rounds of breath, just playing with this movement here, moving slowly, exploring. job, last round. Nice job. All right, when you're all done with that set, if you're on blocks, roll off to one side, move them from underneath you, keep the blocks nearby, and then just roll flat back onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Just notice the feeling of having your whole spine compressed against the ground. Maybe rock a little side to side, draw some circles with your knees, checking in with the low back, noticing what feels sticky or tight. And then find a happy baby, sending your feet towards the ceiling, maybe grab for the backs of your knees this morning. But find a push and a pull here. So kick your heels up towards the ceiling and then use your strong arms to pull your legs back down. Let that counter pressure be what introduces a stretch. Take 3 breaths here. Nice job. Let your feet fall back to the floor. Grab your block again. Stick it underneath your sacrum, so not quite your butt, not quite your low back. Let your right leg go long. We're going to find a nice hip stretch for the front of the right hip. So right leg is long. Hug your left knee up and in towards your chest. And now from here, you can choose how much you want to bring to this stretch. You might lift your foot up just a little. Think about kicking through the right heel, really driving the right leg long. And then pulling on the left leg, finding that same push and pull feeling. Breathe into the front of the right hip here, 3 rounds. Keep your shoulders relaxed and heavy, your face soft. And let's trade out our legs. Hug the right leg in, let your left leg go long. Settle in on this side, activating through the left heel, pulling the right knee towards the chest. Stretching the front of the left hip. 3 slow breaths here, relaxing everything else. Nice job. Bring both knees back into your chest and then your feet to the ground. You can move your block out from underneath you. Put your block now between your legs. So you're squeezing your block between your thighs. We're going to do some bridge pose here. Wiggle your heels a little closer to your glutes. Palms rest down onto the earth. As you breathe in, squeeze your block, start to lift your hips. And as you reach the top for you, keep breathing. Let's refine the shape, finding more stability, more activation. Push both of your feet down. Hug your thighs towards each other. And you might push your fingertips down into the earth, feeling that little lift through the chest. And then think about drawing your rib cage towards your belly button, just tightening through the front of the core. Nice job. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, lower 1 vertebrae at a time, still squeezing through the block. Let's find 5 of those, moving breath to movement. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze the block nice and slow. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, bridge pose. Your choice if you want to lift the arms up too. Exhale, lower everything. Good. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. So good. 2 more. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, lower. Last one. Don't rush it. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Release the block from your thighs. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Breathe in. And as you exhale, drop both knees over towards the right. Send your arms out to a T. You're finding a nice little twist on your back. You might bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh to pin it down and intensify the stretch, or you might not. And it might feel good to look towards your left fingertips, but it might not. That's okay. Take 2 more big full breaths here. Good. Gently hug both knees back into center. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, send your knees to the left side, finding that same twist, other side. You might shift your hips so that they stack right on top of each other. And then open up as much as feels good. 2 slow, full breaths here. Nice job. Return to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest to reset your spine. And then let your legs go really long on the mat. Send your fingertips long. Find a big morning stretch like you just got out of bed, which maybe you did. In which case, just do it again. Nice. Pointing your toes, flexing your toes. And now if you want a little wrist love here, clasp your hands together while you're still like working out through the ankles here, drawing circles, spelling your best friend's name. Just start to find some like figure 8 shapes through the wrist. Just giving all of the joints a little love. You know, they get so creaky while we sleep, which scientifically is still something I don't understand at all, but here we are. All right, 2 more slow rounds of breath here. Nice job. And then you can take 1 more big full body stretch. Now we're gonna find banana stretch on our back, and then we'll start to move a little bit more. So for this, okay, which leg goes first? Bump your hips off to the right, and then send your left leg across your mat a little bit. And then you can cross the right leg over. Damn it, hold on. Sorry guys, this is hard to explain. Right leg goes across the mat. Bump your hips to the right, send your right leg across the mat. Here we go. The left ankle crosses over the right leg to weigh it down, kind of ground through the ankles. You can feel a stretch through the right hip. Send your arms up and over towards the left. You can make as much of a C shape in your body as feels good, but think about grounding through your feet so you can lengthen this stretch up your right hip, up your right rib cage. Take 2 breaths here. Pray that I explain this better on the other side. Nice job. Return yourself to center. Bump your hips over towards the left. Send the left leg across your mat as much as you want. Cross the right ankle over the left. You might already start to feel a stretch over the top and outside of the left hip. If you want a little more, you can reach your left or right arm off towards the side, like the letter C, or like a really curly banana. Take 2 breaths here, soften through your shoulders. Feel your skin stretching, all the fascia, all your little tendons and muscles. Good, now return to center. We're gonna make our way to child's pose. If you like to rock and roll the length of your spine, you can do that now, or you can just press yourself there a little more slowly. We'll meet together in child's pose in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Child's pose is where we meet. Let your toes touch, knees fall open wide. Crawl your fingertips forward. Let your heart start to melt down towards the ground. Find 3 big breaths here. Breathing into that like middle upper back place, especially if you're feeling some tension there this morning. Maybe you give your forehead, your third eye center, a little windshield wiper massage here. And start to crawl your fingertips off towards the right side, finding a big stretch through the left side of your body. 2 breaths here. Good. Gently return to center and then crawl towards the left side of your mat. Same stretch, other side. Letting your breath be big and full. Sending the breath to all these little tiny tight places. Good. Return to center and make your way flat onto your tummy for sphinx pose. Legs are long behind you. Legs can be as close together or as wide as feels good. Stack your elbows underneath your shoulders. Arms are long like the number 11. Fingertips spread wide on the mat for support. And for Sphinx here, this is a little bit of an active back bend. So if this is really painful in your low back, you can use more glute strength to brace your low back, but see how you might use breath to ease any tension or discomfort in the low back. And if you don't feel any of that, congratulations, your low back is not messed up today. And so with your hands pressing down onto the mat, energetically hug your elbows back towards your hips. Notice any shifts in sensation in your low back across your chest. And from here, you might start to draw circles with the neck, maybe opening and closing through the jaw. Maybe opening your eyes really wide, like creepy bug eyes, but it does feel good. Switch directions with your neck. Nice job. Nice job. And we'll press together back to child's pose. Take your time getting there. Notice the way this feels specifically in your low back after Sphinx, just observing any sensation, any shifts you might notice. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good, crawl your fingertips back towards the right once again. This time, option to add a little twist. Slide your right palm closer to your leg. Push into the right hand, gaze up over your right shoulder any amount. Keep your left hand active on the ground to keep the stretch going through your left side. Breathe in. As you breathe out, return to the earth, return to center, crawl to the other side. For a twist on this side, left hand slides down, breathe in, peer over the left shoulder. Take a full breath in, lengthen and expand. And exhale, come back to center. Good, press yourself up into a tabletop on all fours. Spread your fingers wide. Be active in this tabletop already, so not letting yourself slump down, actively hugging the front body up to meet the back, pushing your feet down, pushing your hands down. And as you breathe in, drop your belly, lift your chin, cow pose. Energetically slide your hands back towards your knees to open up a little more. Breathe in here. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. Think about launching your heart up through your upper back. You might still be kind of shifting side to side, opening and closing the jaw. And now take 5 rounds of cat and cow on your own, moving with your breath. And inviting some intuitive movement here. Maybe if it feels okay, you close your eyes and let this be more about how it feels and what you think you should be doing or what you think it looks like. Nice job. 2 more rounds. Beautiful job. All right, last thing on our hands and knees. Plant your left hand or maybe your left fist into the middle of your mat. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up. Stay here for a minute. Expand through both arms, thinking about lengthening through both fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Tuck the right arm under the bridge of your left. Let the side of your head, maybe your shoulder, come rest down. Big stretch for the back of your upper back of the right shoulder. If you're like, I don't feel anything because my upper back isn't a disaster, you could make this about balance. Send your left toes straight back. And maybe you play with lifting a strong left leg, any amount. We got options. Take 2 more breaths here, playing with whatever feels best. Nice. Bring your left hand back to the center of the mat. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And exhale, tabletop. Let's do that on the other side. Right hand in the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the left fingertips. Think about lengthening your wingspan here. Maybe you give your wrist a couple spins. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Find what you need here. If you want to play with the balance, send the right toes back. Play with engaging your core, lifting the right leg any amount or not. 2 more breaths here. Nice job. Bring your right hand back to the center of the mat. Inhale, left arm high. And exhale, tabletop. All right, we will meet in downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips up towards the sky. If this is your very, very first down dog of the day, you might be noticing a lot of sensation through the low back, through the hips. All good. Keep the breath going. Pedal out through your legs if that feels good. Good. Activate your hands even more onto the mat for more support for your shoulders. Still pedaling out through the legs. Good. Find stillness in your down dog here. Totally okay if your heels never touch the floor. Bend your knees as much as feels good. Think about lengthening your spine. Think about sending your tailbone up to where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you. Breathe in here. Exhale, press your chest a little closer to your thighs. Good. Inhale, release a little. Exhale, press chest towards thighs, just deepening your down dog. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, release a little. Exhale, pressing your chest towards your thighs, stretching your tailbone up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet up behind your wrists. Release yourself into a big forward fold. Knees can be bent, legs can be wide. Think about lengthening your spine here. So letting your head hang so heavy that it actually tugs a little longer on your spine. Find any other add-ons or movements that you like here. Twists, chest expansions, that's the word. Maybe you're just chilling here, thinking about still sending the tailbone up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Take one more big breath in. And a big breath out. Good. Bring your hands to your hip creases. Bend your knees a lot. Lift yourself up to stand in a way that feels safe and good to you. All right. And then we're going to be standing at the front of the mat. I'm going to face you for a minute to explain what we're about to do. All right. Feet are comfortable width apart. Toes are pressing down into the mat. Breathe and reach your arms up high, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. As you inhale, reach your arms back up. Cross your right ankle over your left, any amount. And then bring your right hand to your hip for support. Take another breath in, reach the left fingertips up. And as you exhale, bend to your right. So we're still lengthening along the left hip, the left side body. This doesn't have to be a deep stretch. If it's hard to balance, it's okay. You don't have to go far. You might bump your hips towards the left to deepen the stretch. Another breath here. Another breath out. Good. Inhale, center, uncross your legs, cross them the other way. And then as you exhale, hands to your hip, reach up and then over to the left. Might be different to try to balance on this side. It's okay. You just woke up. Your balance is establishing itself still. So if you're like all wobbly, it's all good. But notice what level of engagement through the core helps us feel safe and supported in your low back. You might even bring your hand to the low back rather than the hip. Good. Inhale, center, reach up high. And as you exhale with soft knees, bend forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. We're going straight back up here. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cross right over left, reach high. Exhale, bend to your right. Good. Inhale, mountain, uncross. Exhale, cross the other way, bend to the left. Nice job. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, fold, soften your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's go twice more through. Inhale, mountain, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right leg over left, reach up. Exhale, bend to the right. Oh, to the left. Sorry, guys, we're all doing our best. Inhale, center. Uncross, exhale, cross the other way and bend. I'm sorry. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. One more time through. Inhale, stretch to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, right leg over left. There we go. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, center, unwind. Exhale, cross left leg, bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Good. Now, option to go back to ragdoll here with your legs a little wider, knees bent. For gorilla pose, which can feel really nice on the wrists, slide your palms underneath your feet with the backs of your hands against the ground, and you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. And find an amount of pressure and compression on the wrist that feels good. You might play with shifting side to side, forward and backward. Maybe you are giving your wrists like an extremely strange massage with your feet. Sorry if you have like foot grossness, and there's a lot of feet stuff happening right now. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, release your hands from your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain all the way up. Different this time. Exhale, chair plane. Send your hips back. Bend your knees, send your fingertips back. Good. Now, think about lifting up through the very center of your heart. You think about hugging your hands towards each other behind you, pinching your shoulder blades together. Can you sink your hips a little further back and then down? So good. Inhale, chair, reach just your hands up. Exhale, twist to the right, reach your right fingertips back. Good. Peel your arms way apart from each other. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Legs are so strong. You got this. Inhale, chair. Can you sink a little lower? Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left toes back, low lunge. Left foot goes back, right leg is forward, and then lower your right knee to the ground. And this is where, if you have your blocks nearby, it might be helpful to grab one, maybe both, just to have for some support if it's a little difficult to reach the ground here. You can keep your back toes tucked or untucked, it's up to you. We're gonna do some twisting and lunging series here. So we're gonna start by planting the left hand on the ground or maybe onto a block. And as you breathe and reach the right arm up, any amount, and just take a moment to notice how this feels. Notice how it feels in the left hip, in the right hip, and the spine. And we're gonna take 4 breaths here, moving the arm in circles twice each way. So as you breathe in, reach up high. And as you exhale, reach back, down, and around as much as you can with your leg in the way. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, reach back and around. Good. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, we'll go forward this time. So just starting to move through the shoulder. Good. Inhale to the top. Exhale, reach forward and down. Nice. Now, keep the lunge just as it is. Bring your right hand onto the ground or the block this time. We're going to twist the other way. So inhale, reach the left hand to the sky. Take a moment here to notice how this is different. Different in the spine, different in the hips. You might be playing with how much engagement through your back glute feels good. A little bit of engagement helps you feel supported. A lot of engagement really stretches through the left hip. Same thing here. 2 circles in each direction. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, reach back, around, and up, finishing your breath by the time you get to the top. Inhale. And exhale, nice job. Next time you get to the top, we'll change directions. Breathe in. Exhale, reach forward and then down. Inhale. And exhale, reach forward and down. Now you have 4 breaths here to play with, whatever feels good. You can take more twists, more arm circles. Maybe you're just gonna let gravity do its thing while you sink into this lunge. Keep your breath steady and strong. Nice job. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back leg up. Step back to high plank. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. You can use your knees. Slide your palms down towards your low ribs. Inhale, cobra pose. Peel your heart up. Breathe and stay here. Use the weight through your hips to anchor your lower body. And then think about lengthening out the crown of your head. Tuck your chin gently to lengthen the back of your neck. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Feel how strong your upper back is holding you here. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. 2 more like that. Breathe in, cobra pose, peel up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Nice job. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna go nice and slow through on the other side here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, reach up high. Exhale, chair, plane, fingertips back, hips back and down. Good. Take a moment here, get situated. Decide that you're gonna feel strong and capable here, even if it's hard, even if you're like, but why are we doing chair? Because, all right. Pinch your shoulder blades together, lift up through your heart. Inhale, chair, just the arms move. Exhale, twist to the right, peeling your arms apart. You got it. Good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to the left, lengthening, lengthening. Inhale, chair pose. Sink a little lower because you can. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the right toes back. Right toes step back. Left foot is forward. Find your kneeling lunge. Adjust your legs as you need to so this can be most comfortable in your body. We're gonna twist with the left arm in the sky first. So right hand or fist to the earth or to a block. Breathe and reach up high. On your own here, find 2 big circles in each direction, moving with your breath. Challenging yourself to move slower than you want to. You can be really aware of each little movement, each movement of the breath. No wrong way to do this. And when you're all done with 2 circles in each direction, we'll twist the other way. Left hand onto the ground this time. Right arm comes up. Take a moment just to notice what might be different. I like to use my left elbow against the left knee for just a little more stability and support here. And same thing on this side, 2 big circles in each direction. Reaching to the edges of your range of motion, your wingspan on each circle. Sometimes you need a block on one side, but not the other side because the body is a mystery. Actually, scientists have like probably explained a million times why that is. Asymmetry, I don't know. This is not a science show, so I'll shut up. All right, when you're done with your circles, you have 4 breaths to choose what feels best. You might be sinking deeper into a static lunge. Maybe you're a quad stretch person. Even just the intention to stretch the right quad can bring a little bit of relief there. You don't have to do the full reach around. You might just start to flex your foot and send your heel towards your glutes, noticing any opening across the front of the right thigh. And when you're ready, activate the back leg, step yourself back to high plank. It's okay if it takes a lot of steps. And as you exhale, lower to your belly. 3 cobra poses here. Breathe in, peel your heart up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one here, inhale. Exhale, lower, good. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna flow through now, just once on each side, matching breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, chair, sink lower. Exhale, twist left, you got it. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left toes back, lower your knee. Left hand on the earth, inhale, 1 twist. Exhale, lower, right hand to the ground, inhale, 1 twist. Exhale, lower, good. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. We have 3 cobras here. Breathe and peel your heart forward and up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time through, other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, mountain pose. Mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. There we go. Inhale, chair, reach forward, sink back. Exhale, twist to the right. So strong. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right toes back. Right toes go back. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower. Left hand to the mat here. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower. Make your way to high plank as you breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower, 2 more. Inhale, cobra, pinch your elbows together. Exhale, lower, last one, inhale. And exhale, good. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is our last down dog. Take whatever you need here. We're gonna end seated on our mat, doing a little bit of neck stretching, little shoulder stretching. If you have to go because it's 7:45, totally cool. The rest of us have 4.5 minutes of class left. All right, when you're ready, lower to your knees. Find a spot that's going to be comfy for you to sit. That could be on a chair, on a couch, on your knees, cross-legged on a block. Choose your own adventure here. But we're looking for a long, tall spine. Send your right ear towards your right shoulder. And just rest for a minute here. Let your body grow soft. And then without moving your hands, can you activate a little more? Think about sending the left ear up towards the ceiling. Think about pinning the left shoulder 1 inch behind you. Notice any sensation along the left side of the neck here. If you want a little more, you might bring your left arm out to the side, maybe straight out, maybe at an angle. Play with rotating the hand, rotating the whole arm. If you still want a little more, bring your right hand to the side of your head. You're not pulling down, you're pulling up on this diagonal we're making with the head out of the shoulder. So you're just encouraging a lengthening here, energetically reaching your fingertips a little longer. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, turn your nose towards your armpit. Say, did I remember deodorant? Realize the answer is no, but it feels really good on the back of your neck, so you don't care. And if your hand is still on the side of your head, you might be pulling from the back of your skull, pulling kind of like up and forward, stretching the back of the neck. And then last one here, lift your chin up to the top right corner of the room. Sometimes this stretches the front of my neck. Sometimes this stretches like a weird deep part of my shoulder. I wonder what's happening for you. Still maybe playing with some movement through the left arm and wrist. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, relax your arm down, bring your head back to center. Just take a minute to be still here and notice any differences in the way the left and right side of your neck feel. Crazy, crazy. All right, other side here. Send your left ear towards your left shoulder. Just relax, notice what this feels like on this side. Start to think about lifting the right ear towards the ceiling, pinning the right shoulder back behind you. And then you might decide, maybe you don't want to play with more movement on this side, but if you do, you might send the right arm out, up, any amount, finding just a little movement. I'm always fascinated by the way the arm is connected to the neck. Like, who knew moving my hand would bring sometimes searing pain to my neck? That's dramatic. Okay. If you want a little more, you might bring the hand to the side of the head, encouraging a diagonal lengthening. You're still breathing nice and easy here. And keeping your whole body as it is, just moving the nose down towards the armpit, bringing the stretch towards the back of the neck, back side of the shoulder. Take 3 slow breaths here. Notice any tension you're holding in your jaw. Good, last one here. Carve a line with your neck up, bringing the stretch maybe to the front part of your neck. Finding whatever feels best to you here for 2 more breaths. Nice job. And then relax the arm, bring your head back to center, and just take some demure glances side to side, just noticing that movement in the neck is possible. All right, that's the end of our practice. We're going to end with 3 really big energizing breaths together. I invite you to reach your arms overhead as we breathe in, hands to heart as you exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up high, stretching, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more, breathe in, reach and stretch. Exhale, hands to heart, so good. Last one, breathe in. Biggest breath of all Wednesday. Biggest breath out, letting go, relaxing your shoulders and face. Thank you so much for practicing together. Hope you're feeling a little more limber, clear-headed, energized. I know this is a little different than morning classes sometimes are. If you have feedback, questions, things you want to see next time, reach out, let me know. But until then, I hope that you take really good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.